Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel. Today we are looking at Dejan Kulusevski, the Swedish Juventus winger, attacking midfielder, 20 years old, bit of a wonderkid, as you are probably aware due to his fantastic possible ability. Only made one appearance for Sweden at this stage in his career, but you can see he has moved around a little bit. Started at Bromma, a fantastic Swedish team, which you should definitely take a look at if you haven't thought of any saves to do, with some great academy prospects. Atalanta obviously signed him for 135,000, performed very well for them in a couple of games for them in the Serie A by the looks of things, and the Champions League and all that sort of stuff. Caught the eye of Zebra, or Juventus, who bought him for 32 million and then loaned him out to Parma for a couple of seasons, but has will certainly play a big role for them as well in this season. And taking a look at his stats, a very good winger, dribbling, first touch, all fantastic, technique and vision as well, determination's great, good stamina, and just generally his mentals are looking very good for a 20-year-old. So we'll jump ahead, see where he's at, what he's got going for him, and we'll go from there. So he's a PSG boy now. Is surplus to requirements for them though, which is interesting to see. A very, very good stat increase for him all around. 6'1", he's a very good player in those attacking areas due to his size, and with £325,000 a week wages, it's quite expensive. 53 caps now and 11 goals for Sweden. Let's take a look. So he played very well for Juventus, especially getting some 8 overalls there, and then was bought by PSG for 98 million. And did very well for them as well in Liga. Interesting to see that he is surplus to requirements though, even though he's already started to perform very well for PSG in the league this season. So, but those couple of years with Juventus are amazing. Like he's really performed. So certainly someone to keep an eye on. Milestones wise, obviously has won loads of stuff with the Juventus team that he was at, so the Serie A, Italian Super Cup, Serie A again, Serie A again, Serie A again, along with the Italian Cup and Italian Super Cup. He then moved obviously to PSG, where he's already won the Liga and the Trophy des Champions already in his couple of years he spent there. So looking fantastic, looking absolute a world beater. But let's take a look. Let's jump again to another 5 years, come in maybe to his more end of prime stage and see how that's gone for him. So he has stuck around at PSG, even though he was deemed surplus to requirements initially. Looks like he's back as a regular starter for them. 103 caps and 33 goals for Sweden now. Still looking very good all around with his abilities. Some fantastic passing technique. Vision is 19, which is phenomenal stuff, really. And his physicals are looking very good for a man of 30 years old now. Let's take a look at how that has gone for him. So obviously moved 98 million and played a couple of seasons. He's really picked up his form as well, hitting nearly 8-point marks. Maybe it's because he's in the French and Italian leagues and he's been at the top clubs in those leagues. So nothing really surprising in that essence. But I mean, he's still hitting those marks, which are very incredible. And you can see he's just won everything with PSG. Club World Championships, Liga, French Cups, Champions Leagues as well recently. So he's won it all with them. Certainly a big player for them. But we'll jump again. We'll see where he's at, if he's retired, how his performances have taken him, and we'll see what he's where. Surprising, I'd say. He's 35 years old now. Again, still very good stats for 35 years old. Still got the natural fitness of 16, which has probably helped him with that side of things. And his mental attributes and technical still look very good. So a player is certainly worth taking a look at still. 104 caps, 33 goals, still the same as he was. So he's obviously retired from Swedish football, but still hitting very high marks in that league. He dropped slightly, maybe didn't because of his age, but he's still, only a couple of years ago, he was still hitting that 7.92 rating and 15 goals and 12 assists in a season. So he's contributing to a goal nearly every game, and again has continued to win multiple championships, the Liga every season. You've got cup winners as well as the Champions League in there as well. So it's quite impressive stuff still at the age of 35. But we've got to jump again, see where he's at, if he's retired and what clubs he's been to. Hopefully he's still about for us to take a look. Alright, so Dejan Kulusevski is now a director of football. Hasn't managed to find a job just yet, and he's got a National C licensing coaching. Doesn't look the best of director of footballs, I have to say. Not great at negotiating or judging player ability or potential. Does look like he did move on from PSG though, having performed very well. Started to drop off in his appearances, so moved off to Portugal with Porto, getting a few seasons in with them, or a season in with them before retiring. Interesting, especially for a free as well. I mean, he is at the end of his career, so no real surprise that he hasn't gone for any money, but he still was winning trophies with them right to the end of his career. Again, maybe going to a league that wasn't quite up to caliber for maybe testing himself wise. He wasn't quite around that stage, but it's interesting to see anyway that he has performed very well. So it'll be interesting if you guys can get him to a team in maybe one of the bigger leagues, so maybe Spain or Germany or even England itself, to see the competitive side, if he's at one of those more top of the table teams but have got actual teams to fight with for those places, if he does still perform well. But it's certainly someone to take a look at. I would always recommend that. But thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. It was very interesting to see today. If you did enjoy the video, like and subscribe and all that good stuff. And I will catch you next time. Goodbye.